Did you have any idea? Did you see it coming?
Now, in retrospect, yeah. I missed every sign, plain as day.
You're sounding very zen about this. Hector Flores may have cost you the Intercontinental Championship.
I'm mad, believe me. And I got even angrier when Hector spun all those half-truths and lies in his press conference.
What about his challenge for the Royal Rumble?
Hector and I will have our reckoning. Down the road. He was right about one thing. I am focused on getting back to the WWE title. And that means entering the Royal Rumble match.
So you're ready to declare yourself?
No. I'm going to earn my spot. I don't need another social media storm about me skipping any lines.
I respect that. When was the last time you got in the ring with Randy Orton?
Man, years.
Well, I'd say this seems like the perfect opportunity to see two veterans renew their rivalry. How about the Archetype versus the Viper in a Royal Rumble qualifying match tonight?
Where do I sign? Roxanne, if I were a betting man, I'd guess you were about to say something extra.
Me? Never. I was just going to point out with a little more ethical flexibility. There were plenty of ways for you to win that Intercontinental Championship.
In other words, I could have cheated.
Well, yes, but not necessarily. You turned your back on a Samoan freaking werewolf to check on the poor squished referee.
I'm not going to apologize for doing the right thing, Roxanne.
Losing to the New Day, losing to Fatu, losing your former partner. How many times does the right thing have to blow up in your face before it becomes the wrong thing?
What do you get out of being the devil on my shoulder, Roxanne?
You remind me of me. Before I got it. Before I realized who I am.
And who's that?
A winner. At any cost.
Archetype, I know you don't think we're done.
You got it all wrong, Fatu. I'm getting back my WWE title. We are finished.
You talking like a man who thinks he's got a choice. You can focus on whatever the hell you want to. When it comes time to pay the toll, your ass is gonna pay. Hector ain't gonna be there to stick his nose in my business next time.
He stuck his nose in our business. And you aren't the piper he's gonna pay for that.
You got business with Hector? You got business with Braun? You got business with Wise Man? You forgetting one thing, Oos.
What's that?
I run this business, and ours ain't done.
There's a spot in the Royal Rumble match on the line here, and this so-called referee could not possibly be more biased against one of the competitors.
I'll agree that this is highly irregular, but we should not be in the business of prejudging a referee's performance. Hector Flores might call this right down the middle.
Man did a whole press conference talking about how he was going to stop the... He just saved himself there. Didn't think that one all the way through.
Coming up with a huge miss. Just like these letters.
Really just laying it in.
The Archetype and Randy Orton are vying for a spot in the Royal Rumble match, but the referee Hector Flores has a vendetta against the Archetype. And now gets tossed into the ring.
Clothesline!
Off with their head. Can Orton withstand this attack?
This is Orton's perseverance getting tested.
Stop for good measure.
I get it. He needs to stop trying to be cute. Needs to get his head in the game.
Randy predicted that. The springboard attack fails to land.
Solid. Here we go. Here's the pin. And he doesn't let the pin last long at all. That was a nice bit of officiating there. This job may suit him just fine.
I'd say our special referee is taking the duty very seriously. Looks like he was up all night practicing his technique.
Basement drop kick.
Waiting for something big in the corner. Here it comes.
Oh, and a stop.
He's zoning in. Has something big in store.
The Archetypes headed to the Royal Rumble.
Hector Flores stopped the count.
Given their history, you knew Flores wasn't going to call this down the middle.
Look out!
RKO is blocked.
Clothesline attempt.
I nailed the RKO.
And now it's a fast count.
The Archetypes road back to the WWE Championship does not lead through the Royal Rumble match.
Randy Orton wants nothing to do with Hector Flores.
Hector doesn't care. He got what he wanted here tonight.
You're right, Corey. Hector Flores swore that the Archetype would not make it into the Royal Rumble match, and tonight he kept his promise.
If you didn't want me in the Rumble, why put me in a qualifying match?
I had nothing to do with Hector Flores being the referee.
Then who did? It's your show, Aldis!
This image in your head of the evil GM scheming against the hero? A lot of things have changed since you left, and that is one of them. But how Hector Flores ended up in SmackDown's referee rotation, and specifically your match, is a mystery I'm going to solve.
Little late now. That match with Orton was my ticket to the Royal Rumble and Braun.
You could make a fair case for a reversal due to biased officiating.
The Archetype beat sentimental favorite Randy Orton by whining to GM is not my vibe. What I want is Hector. There's only room for one of us in WWE.
Are you suggesting...
Yes. An I Quit match at the Royal Rumble. Loser leaves WWE. Forever.
You've worked so hard to come back, just to potentially throw it all away? Take some time to cool down and think this over.
I don't need time. I need Hector Flores gone from WWE.
If that's what you want, I'll make the match official.
I Quit matches are no joke, my friend. And putting your WWE career on the line? Whichever way this thing goes, someone's life is gonna change.
Yep. I'm disappointed that it came to this. But Hector doesn't want us to coexist here, and he's brought me around to his point of view.
You worked so hard to get back here, and it could all be for nothing.
You're right. That's why I gotta win. There's no way I'm ever leaving this behind again.
Then what you're gonna have to do to Hector isn't pretty.
I understand what I have to do out there. And I understand what's at stake.
Then you should also understand that there are some choices you can't take back once you make them. And I got a feeling one of those is right around the corner.
I've been thinking a lot lately about honor, about loyalty, about redemption.
That's deep truth.
I've been through a lot the past few years. All that will they, won't they business with the Judgment Day turned out they won't. Then my childhood hero John Cena took me for a roller coaster ride, which sounds amazing, but it wasn't at a theme park. It was a bad emotional kind. I chopped off my hair and had an identity crisis. You know, the kind where you get super mad and kick a tree so hard it leaves a dent. When I calmed down, I reflected on my whole life. You know what I saw? a childhood in Charlotte, North Carolina, recording my first album. That time I sold the original American flag. I might have gotten another life or two mixed up in there also. What I'm saying is, WWE needs people like you. We all do. I miss you when you're gone.
Thanks, Truth. I don't plan on going anywhere.
Good. Otherwise, this conversation would have been a huge waste of my evening. And I've got things to do, and so do you. You gotta stop monopolizing my time and get focused for your match tonight.
Well, then we better stop talking. Woods, you're looking even more pleased with yourself than usual.
I was just thinking, you know, I could have told you about Hector. Day one, I looked at that dude and thought, squirrely. Like, hide your lunch money, squirrely. But hey, you had to find out the hard way. Betrayal, humiliation, career on the line, classic pro wrestling. Kind of poetic, really.
There's no poetry here, Xavier. I wish like hell I was in a different match tonight. But I had no...
You have choices. You could walk out there, shake his hand, and tell him it's water under the bridge.
Or...
you could take the scenic route through Chair City and make sure he never double-crosses anyone again. Or you lose and you're gone from here for good. You might want to start thinking about what gets results. Champions bend the rules, break the mold, and leave people with no doubt who they are.
Big night?
Yeah. You saw how this all got started.
You must have a lot in your mind. I just want...
Everyone's talking to me like I don't understand the gravity of this match. I promise you I do, Sean. My future is on the line.
It's not just about your career. It's about who you are. After I returned from my injury, I thought I knew pain. But when Hunter turned on me, it cut deeper than my surgeon ever did. If you're not careful, betrayal can drag you somewhere dark. Somewhere you don't come back from.
Hector was like a brother. But I can't let this slide. I'll do what I have to do. No more, no less.
I hear you. Just remember that every choice you've made on this comeback run, every match, every moment, they all led here. When the final bell rings tonight, you and the rest of the world are gonna know who you really are.
This may be the Archetype's last night in WWE. For one of these men, this is their last night in WWE.
I've known the Archetype for a long time, and this man doesn't know how to quit. All it takes is one look.
Uh-oh. A slingshot, somersault, plancha.
A roll of the dice and it pays off in full. The universal signal for extreme. The kendo stick has entered the fray.
And what he's looking for here looks like a potential submission maneuver coming. Exhibiting.
That was definitely a no.
Letting everyone know it's going to take a lot more than that for them to give in.
The Archetype and Hector Flores were once like brothers. Now one of them will say the words, I quit, and leave WWE forever.
Oh, yes!
That maneuver goes to show you how much speed kills.
Grab with that kendo stick.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Flores with some agility.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat. Helicopter.
Taken down hard by the head scissors.
Quick reflex is so important in a match like this. Oh, did you hear that? And now that's some nasty offense imposed on Flores.
Code red.
And now Flores is getting beaten down.
And Flores is looking for a solution.
I don't know what they're looking for here.
And here comes Old Faithful. The steel chair is in hand. Bam! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh. So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
Electric chair. Wait a minute. Turns that in his favor.
Ooh. Letting out every ounce of frustration and rage and then some. Might be time to look for exit strategies, gentlemen.
Knees to the face.
Hey, leave our table out of this.
Now they're clearing it off, preparing for something dangerous.
You gotta be kidding me! From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
And that definitely made solid impact. Momentum is running away from Flores.
And Flores is looking for a solution.
Getting his opponent on their feet on top of the announce desk. What in the world are we about to witness? Another... Oh, here we go. Down with an F5. My God.
And here we go.
I quit.
And
he said he wouldn't quit. He meant it. The archetype survives. And so does his WWE career.
But look at Hector Flores. It's a hell of a thing to make it all the way to your dream, then have it end like this. What's happening here?
The archetype has a decision to make that will define the rest of his comeback.
I cannot believe it. After everything Hector has done, the archetype is a good man.
But is Hector Flores? What's going to happen here?
They end things on good terms. That's what's going to happen.
After everything Hector cost him, the archetype is giving him one last WWE moment.
Man, I got chills. That's what this business is all about.
Thanks for taking the time to meet with me, Adam.
Of course. I gotta say, that was quite the win at the Royal Rumble. And then giving Hector that moment to say farewell was a stand-up move.
I wasn't sure what I'd do until I got there. But it felt right to part ways with Hector on good terms.
You made the right call.
But that's not why I'm here.
I figured there was more. What do you got?
We are full speed ahead on the road to WrestleMania, and Cody's going after the World Heavyweight title.
So you see an opening to get back to Braun Breaker.
Exactly. There's only one title that matters to me, and it's strapped around Braun's waist. So I'm going to make a statement that Braun and Heyman can't ignore. I'm donating my old championship to the WWE archives.
That might be enough to get Braun's attention.
Might. It definitely will. He won't be able to resist stepping up no matter what Heyman tells him. So what do you think? Can you help make this official?
I can. Just watch yourself. You're kicking a hornet's nest, and those bastards sting.
This title, this championship, I held it once, briefly. But in that moment, I stood alongside greats. Cody Rhodes, Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns. But I didn't come here to cling to the past. I came to let it go. I'm donating this championship to the WWE Archives because this is where it belongs. The only title that matters now is around the waist of Braun Breaker.
I think we've heard about enough.
You want some?
I'm here, aren't I? After what I did
What
to you,
you did is
That's
what
enough.
you're gonna
This
do,
isn't the
Brian.
place.
And you just threw that whole across the cut.
Gentlemen, please. Braun, this isn't worth it. This is a desperate publicity stunt by a relic among relics. This man thinks that by donating a used retired belt, he can magically insert himself into the main event of WrestleMania? No, that is not how it works in the era of Braun Breaker. Unlike the archetype, I came here with actual news. Braun Breaker's challenger at WrestleMania will earn the right inside the Elimination Chamber. So enjoy your ceremony, put your trophy on the shelf, tell yourself you meant something.